Hello Taurus, welcome to your January reading. This will be a general reading for all Tauruses, Sun, Moon, and rising signs. I'm going to pull a little 4-card spread for you, and then we'll go from there. We might pull clarifiers. We'll see where Spirit takes us. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Let me get a general card for Taurus for the month of January, please. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Well, you got 2 cards. These are just general kind of overall message for the month of January. You got Gift and Courthouse. I'm going to put these up right there. Gift is really nice card to see. You've got something surprising that's going to come to you. It could be a gift of money, it could be a bonus, a raise, it could be something to do with finances, because we've got that gold shining really brightly. Got Courthouse next to it. So Courthouse for me is when something is still in motion. Say you've applied for a loan, or you've applied for a mortgage, or you've applied for something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. You've applied, for a job. The wheels are still in motion. The paperwork is being ironed out. So to get those 2 cards, Gift and Courthouse, next to each other is telling me that maybe something that you've been working on for quite a while will come through for you this month. So for those Tauruses who've been working on something that requires some kind of legal approval, paperwork, that could be coming in for you this month, so that's really nice to see. Okay, let's pull the 4-card spread. All right, Taurus, how are you feeling right now? What's your mental state right now? What's going on in your head? Okay, Taurus, you got the Queen of Wands. How you're feeling right now? So you're feeling pretty good, I would say. Pretty attractive, pretty energetic. So the sunflower figures pretty prominently in this card, which is just beautiful. And of course sunflowers turn to face the sun, we all know that. So you're kind of, I'm getting chasing the spotlight right now. So maybe you're feeling like you need to, getting this 2 ways. For some of you, you're feeling like you need to put in extra effort to be recognized and seen. For others of you, I'm getting that you're feeling like you're finally being seen. It's your time in the spotlight, so to speak. So she's got that skirt of peacock feathers as well. But she's not, they're not up high like peacocks, they're down low. They're not up high like when peacocks are strutting, right? They're down low, which is talking to me about understated sense of authority. So that you're the shit is basically what it is. You don't have to flaunt it too much. You have this quiet sense of just people look at you and they can feel your power, right? It's kind of like the sun. You look at the sun and you feel its power. It's super strong. So I feel that for you right now, you're kind of exuding that energy, that super strength, super attractive, calm, confident energy, which is really, really nice. Queen of Wands talks about being very attractive as well, so you're feeling attractive. And also, the Queen of Wands is kind of a sexy card, so you may be feeling a renewed sense of, libido. Your libido may be up right now. Nothing wrong with that. So that's good. Yeah, Taurus, all right, I'm going to put the card back, but the sun popped out as I was talking about a renewed sense of libido. So you may be, feeling really sexy and attractive right now, which is good. Just, be safe, right? Okay. Let's see. What is the reality of your situation right now, Taurus, please? What is the reality of your situation? Okay, we got the Empress. You got the Empress. Beautiful card. Empress, of course, is ruled by Venus, which is your ruler, Taurus. The Empress. I don't know why I combined the Empress and the Prince together. That's interesting. So maybe some of you feel like you're dealing with your Prince Charming right now. But the reality of your situation is that you have the Midas touch. You have the ability to make things grow. You are bountiful right now, very loving. For some of you, you're building on plans as well. We talked about that gift and courthouse cards that are up top right there. For some of you, plans have come through. That's the reality of your situation this month. If it hasn't yet, it will happen. And this is going to be able to set the foundation for you for something greater in the future. The Empress in this card, I'll hold it up again. She's pregnant, as you can see. So she's, something is growing within her. Something is growing within you, Taurus, that you've been nurturing and taking care of. And it may not, it's not the end of the road, you're not ready to birth it yet, but you're growing it inside of you. So that's a beautiful place to be. I like that. All right, let's pull what's coming towards you. That'll be the next card for you. What's coming towards Taurus in the month of January? Okay, we got 2 cards. Interesting, we'll have to pull clarifiers. We got the 5 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles for what's coming towards you. So the 5 of Pentacles is a card that talks about disappointments, feeling, everybody always says it, right? The traditional feeling, the traditional meaning of the card is being left out in the cold. It is, I believe, the only card in the deck where we see snow. And it is winter now for those of us in North America. So on the most simple, mundane level, it could be a lot of snow coming your way, winter conditions that may hamper your plans to go and do things. You may be stuck at home for a while because of snowy conditions. I'm hearing that for some people. It's just as simple as the weather is going to be difficult wherever you are. So heed that warning, take precautions, make sure that you have plenty of food in your house, dried food goods or canned foods in case the power goes out and you can't cook, plenty of blankets, just make sure that you've got contingency plans in place should the power go out. But it's coupled with the Ace of Pentacles, and that is a new start. The Ace of Pentacles is the seed that pushes through all obstacles. You can see that seed that has just managed to find a crack in the wall there, in that stone wall, and push its way up to the surface. So the Ace of Pentacles is the seed of something new that is solid and secure and will yield security and benefits in the future. It's going along with that Empress card that we had there in the second card that we pulled, and how you're actually showing up in the world. Those two go together really nicely for me, the Ace of Pentacles and the Empress. So something new is forming. It could be that gift that's coming into you with the legal work. This is the foundation. This could be, say, I'll use the most obvious example. If you're buying a new house, there's still work to be done on that new house. Most people don't buy houses that are perfectly, turnkey, ready to go. Most of us buy houses that need work done to them. Painting, patching up, furniture, all that kind of stuff. You need to fix up the house. So for some of you, it could be that kind of work that's coming in for you. And it's important to remember that even though things may not seem perfect the way you wanted them to, you're in a really solid, strong place, okay? Right now, You've got the reality of your situation as the Empress, and you've also got the Ace of Pentacles coming towards you. A lot of readers look at the Ace of Pentacles as one of the most powerful cards in the deck. And the Ace of Pentacles, you know, we always associate with money or security, but it is also how you extend your energy in the physical, right? How you manifest the physicality of your being and your surroundings. So these are really solid cards coming in for you. Whatever minor disappointments you may have, you're going to need to push them aside. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill, because things are going really well for you, and it's going to be important for you to stand in that feeling of abundance and gratitude for what you have and for what you are able to build. You know, the foundation of what you have is you can expand upon it. So feel really grateful for that, and know that you are creating something that will be of lasting value. Okay? All right, let's pull your advice. It's your advice for Taurus for the month of January. All right, you got the Seven of Swords. I'm going to pull another card for you. Seven of Swords, I'm getting hold what is dear to you, close to your heart. You also got the World. So completions. I don't know if you can see these cards. I'm going to move these over a bit. Whoops, so sorry about shaking the camera. I'm totally old school. I don't really have. I don't really have a high-tech setup going on here. Maybe I'll just move these over there. You know what? Let's put the messing around with this. I'm going to put the gift card over the courthouse card. Okay, so you have in your advice two cards, the Seven of Swords and the World. And what I'm getting with this is that what I was saying before, it kind of like count your blessings, defend what is important to you. Don't esteem losses too high, I'm hearing. Interesting. And the World talks about bringing things to completion, a successful resolution or a successful completion of a cycle. And we'll pull some clarifiers in a minute. I want to pull a clarifier on those Seven of Swords. I'm going to switch decks now, and I'm going to use the Sun and Moon Tarot card, and we'll get some clarifiers. I'll start back with the Queen of Wands. Why the Queen of Wands, Spirit, please? Thank you. Five of Wands. Five of Wands. A little bit of conflict, a little bit of strife is what the card is called in this deck. But the Five of Wands talks about, and it's exactly what I was talking about earlier, it's that sense of things just not going your way. It could be something super minor. It usually is, because it's a 5. So say you need to get somewhere and you get stuck in traffic and you're frustrated. It's minor frustrations like that. It's also having a feeling or a sense that what you're trying to accomplish is being thwarted in some way or blocked in some way. So it can be this mental frustration that you're going through, or frustration feeling that your will is being blocked. So it's interesting that you're getting that Five of Wands clarifying the Queen of Wands. You may be trying to overcome that feeling of frustration or blocked energy by turning yourself into the Queen of Wands. I'm getting exercise, like a lot of exercise for some of you. You're feeling like highly energetic, and somebody's doing a lot of running. I'm getting interesting. All right, anything else? Any other clarifiers for that Queen of Wands? I got two cards that popped out. One totally fell on the floor. All right, I got the Sun and the Prince of Pentacles clarifying how you're feeling right now. So this is like this yo-yo situation, this Five of Wands. I think maybe for some of you, you're feeling like you've been battling something and that you're coming out ahead, right? You're winning in this situation, which is really nice to see. You've also got the Prince of Pentacles, so you know that this is the long haul. This is not something that you can take a shortcut on, and you can't really cheat, you know. Slow and steady wins the race. It's Taurus energy there for you. You've got the Bull pulling the, no, it's out of camera range, so let me pull it back up. You've got the Bull pulling the little chariot there. So it's slow, right? Let me take a look at this card. He's also holding the World in his hand. Interesting, that Prince of Pentacles. Yeah, so, you know, we got the World there in that advice position. This is keep the end game in mind as you move through, as you move forward throughout the month. That's kind of how you're feeling. You've got the long game in sight, which is really good. You're not going to let petty obstacles bring you down, is really how I'm seeing those cards clarifying the Queen. All right, why the Empress? Let's get some clarifiers on the Empress. Three of Swords, heartbreak, external heartbreak. I think you're in a forgiving mood, Taurus, or you may be just reminiscing. This is a reality of your situation. It's really interesting. Prince of Swords. Prince of Swords and Three of Swords. Huh. We're getting the most bizarre cards, Taurus. Clarifying the Empress. Let me pull another card. Five of Cups. Wow. So the reality of your situation, we've got the Empress, who's a very loving, caring, maternal type of card. And you've got clarifying the Empress, you've got the Three of Swords, the Prince of Swords, and the Five of Cups. So these are really interesting cards to have clarify the Empress. I think that what is happening for some of you is that it's as simple as the fact that you're a parent, and some of you are dealing with, I don't want to say difficult, but some of you have children that are going through a difficult time maybe, or having some kind of issues, or you're just dealing with the normal teenage angst of your kids. And it's just bringing you down a little bit, is basically what it is. It's a little disappointing. But again, it's a five. It's the Five of Cups. It's not the end of the world. There are blessings there. So you may be disappointed in one aspect, but you still have those two full cups. So again, don't esteem losses too high and don't make mountains out of molehills, is kind of the feeling I'm getting with those cards clarifying the Empress. And the Prince of Swords there, the Prince of Swords is a very academic card for me in many ways. It's a clear thinking, action oriented, I'm going to move forward with clarity and strength of mind to achieve what I want to achieve. I usually get the Prince of Swords when I've done really well in a task that was difficult. So say, you're in school and you're taking a test or you're writing a paper, you ace the paper, that's the Prince of Swords. Or something that requires mental thought. And I'm being led to think about that courthouse again. So I think that you may be worried a little bit about the outcome of those legal papers as well. But the reality is that Prince of Swords is going to come through and bring things in your favor. Okay? All right. What's coming towards you? Let's clarify that Ace of Pentacles. What's coming towards you? The Ten of Pentacles. Okay, fabulous card to have coming towards you. The Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles talks about wealth, right? I mean, it says it right there on the card. The meaning of the card is wealth. Ten of Pentacles for me, though, is kind of also a card of tradition. So the wealth that you're establishing is wealth that can be passed down to your family. In this card, let's take a look at this card. You see the couple around the tree. You see that Star of David? It's, you know, carved into the tree. That's interesting. I never noticed that before. Yeah, seeing that makes me want to sing Tradition from Fiddler on the Roof. So now I'm hearing that song Tradition in my head. That might mean something to you, it might not. But what that says to me is, yeah, that longevity, that sense of what you are building is long term, like we were talking about earlier, something that can be handed down from generation to generation. Now, important, really important when we get the Ten of Pentacles is to acknowledge that we have achieved financial success. Not only do we have more than we need, or we have enough for what we need, we have enough to help others. So when you get the Ten of Pentacles, it's really important that you do something to help others. Now that's not in the advice position, but that's always important for me when I get that Ten of Pentacles. And your help doesn't necessarily have to be financial, like you don't have to donate money. Your help can be mentoring maybe one of the younger people that we were talking about earlier, mentoring a student, volunteering at an organization with youth. I don't know, I keep getting young people in here in my mind. I feel like Taurus, maybe you're very good with younger people, and you have a way with communicating with the younger people that you might want to explore more or share with others, share your knowledge with others. So important that you give back to the community in some way when you get that Ten of Pentacles. All right, let's see what your advice is. Clarifying the Seven of Swords and the World, we've got the High Priestess. I'm going to pull another clarifier because the High Priestess we can take in two ways. One, we can take it as going within and listening to your own advice, like meditating, listening to your intuition. But the High Priestess is also a teacher. And so sometimes the High Priestess can talk about the need to consult with somebody that you consider very wise. That High Priestess could be you. Okay, and we've got this Seven of Swords card. So this is such an unusual Seven of Swords card in this deck, because the Seven of Swords is usually a card of defense, defending your honor or somebody else's honor. It's valor. It's a card of valor. It's a card where you need to be brave and stand up for what you believe in. But the Seven of Swords in this deck, she's holding that egg really tight to her chest, and she's got the other three down. It's like she's afraid she's going to lose that egg. And is she paying attention to the ones on the ground? I'm not really sure if she is or not. And that to me talks about that loss aversion theory in economics, where sometimes we hold on to the fear of losing something, and so the fear of losing something is so much bigger in our minds than the benefit we may gain from giving that thing up. So sometimes we don't really see everything, that all the opportunities in front of us, because we're afraid to give up that one little thing. And I think you should look it up, because I think that if you Google it, it'll explain loss aversion economic theory better than I can. But that's also an emotional state of mind, and so maybe you're holding on to something too tightly because you're afraid that by letting go of whatever it is, that you're gonna lose out and miss out on something. But your advice, the reality is that whatever this is talking about, that has come to an end. It's time to move on. It's time to start something new. It's time to close the door on this older cycle, and it's time to begin anew. So that High Priestess, you know, that could be talking about your need to like go within and realize that it's okay to move on. All right, let's pull another clarifier, please, for the advice. Why the Seven of Swords and the World? The Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Such a beautiful card in this deck. It's called Happiness, the Nine of Cups. She's just, you know, splashing through the water. So the Nine of Cups is a card that will talk about, you know, emotional satisfaction. It's very much a selfish card, though. You know, it's doing things that are good for you. And Taurus, I know that you like to take care of everyone. You like to provide comfort and security for those around you. But I think in January, it's okay for you to think about what it is that makes you happy and go for it. You know, do the things that make you happy. Go splash in the water, although it's winter time and in the northern hemisphere, which is, you know, where I'm reading. So splashing in the water, unless you have access to an indoor pool, might not really be the best idea. But you know what I mean. All right, so let's pull just a couple more cards. I'm going to pull out the Kipper again. Any other messages for Taurus for the month of January to be aware of? The Lovers. Some of you might have love coming in, or some of you have that decision to make, right? Let's pull another card. And Taurus, I want to say this is pretty similar to the to some of the other readings that I've done this month. And I feel like this energy of completion, this energy of, and we got Mature Man. All right, I feel like this energy of completion and needing to move on to new cycles and needing to let go of things that we may be afraid to let go of, I feel that's coming through for all the signs. So it might be beneficial for you to look at your other aspects. You're either, you know, if this is your sun sign, Taurus, look at your moon or your rising, or, you know, look at your look at the other aspects and see what those readings call for, because they're all coming out fairly similar to me right now. But you also got the Lovers and Mature Man. So some of you, you know, that feeling vavavoom-ish energy is going to manifest for you, and it could be very much in a new relationship with a mature person. So somebody that either is older or just, you know, is mature, acts older than the people that you're used to dating, like a mensch, I'm hearing, like a real, not a player, like a real solid person who has their head on straight. So I kind of like to see that. All right, I'm going to pull some real quickly, a Moonology card for you. Yeah, see, I feel like you're in this weird flux state, Taurus. It's really interesting. I don't have like resolution this month, even though I feel like you're going to get news and things are going to be happening. I don't feel like there's a huge resolution happening. And you got a time to give rather than take, New Moon in Virgo, and your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. So yeah, that's talking to me again about, you know, hanging in there. Can you move past what you perceive to be as a disappointment and just keep going, right? Keep going and make what you want happen, because roadblocks pop up all the time in life, and if you just roll over and give up, you'll never get anything. Okay, I'm going to pull a Nature's Whispers card, oracle card for you, Taurus. You got Illumination, number 2, card of love. Let me pull the book and read what it says for you here. Illumination. Just as a full moon sheds its light on our world, you are being shown that there is hope and guidance for you. Have faith. Just holding on to a belief in yourself will plant the seed of manifestation in your life. That's what's coming towards you, that seed, that Ace of Pentacles. Very interesting. You are being asked to release any worry or fear that you may be harboring. All right, well, there's that Seven of Swords. She does, I mean, look, she looks totally fearful. All right, you are being asked to release any worry or fear that you may be harboring. The clarity you desire is at hand. All you need, all right, the clarity you desire is at hand. There's your High Priestess card. All you need is something in which to place your faith. So trust in yourself, your support, and the divine. You will be assisted in difficult times. This can also signify inspiration and new love. There is a shedding of light on hidden treasures or surprises. All right, there we go. There's our gift card. New surprises. A shedding of light on hidden treasures. Wow, I just heard inheritance. Some of you might be getting an inheritance of some sort that you had absolutely no idea that you were in line for, that you were going to get. So, whoa, that just gave me the chills. Somebody watching this video is going to get an inheritance gift of substantial fortune, a substantial amount. Okay, well, let's see, Taurus. I think that's all I got for you. We're going to end it there because we can just keep running ourselves around in circles. I'm going to pull a little chakra love card for you. And then I like to pull these cards and just see what we get. Sometimes I like to keep stones, obviously, around me. And you got 3. So you got listening. If you want to be heard, learn to listen. That's a throat chakra. And let's see, what is that saying? Larimar. I don't know what that stone is, but something blue. You also got meditation. To see more clearly, close your eyes. Again, this is talking about the crown chakra and goes very nicely with the High Priestess. And then you also got this beautiful card, Harmony Makes the Song of Life Sweeter. Green jasper, turquoise, and labradorite. Might be nice to carry around with you. Got this big old chunk of labradorite right there. I love labradorite. All right, you guys, I hope you found this helpful. Leave a comment below if your interpretation of the cards, is slightly different. If you got something out of this that I didn't see. That's why I like to focus on the cards, because everybody will see something unique and specific to them when they look at the cards. So again, hope you found this helpful, and I will catch you next time.